Hey Superbus fans, how's it going? Cool. Okay, we are back in Hamburg and we've managed to get here today for free, or not for free. We got a Hamburg card which was like, were they 10 euros each or something? And from that we managed to get the bus, the train and all that, and we're in town basically for the Hamburg cards. So that was awesome. We're now going to go see the miniatures display. Look at this place, man, it's amazing. So yeah, we're going to go see the miniatures and hopefully get some nice footage from there. So we'll catch you up once we get there. Just thought I'd get you some nice shots from around Hamburg. Okay, so we've just been to the Miniatures Museum, we bought our tickets. We've got to go back at 5 o'clock, which is cool. So now we're going and we're going to go look at a history of the city museum, or history of the town museum, so that would be pretty cool. Yeah, we'll let you know when we get there. Okay, so we've made it to the museum, and with the Hamburg card it was only £6.40 for 2 people, which was really good for a museum. And now we're having a little look around in here. And I think this building used to be an old warehouse where they stored goods. So here on this board it explains how they loaded carts up and everything from higher floors, and also how, so one side of the building is on the road and the other side of the building is on the canal, and so they could load goods onto boats and road vehicles depending on which side of the building they were on. So yeah, pretty interesting stuff, quite like it. Yeah, so gummy arabicum, I'm guessing is Arabian gum, which I've only ever seen on cigarette rolling papers before, OCBs, Rizzlers, that sort of thing. Never realised this is what it looked like. Very impressive. So as far as I can tell, this is a steam-powered coffee sorting machine, powered by the warehouse's own steam boilers, which is pretty cool. I think let's have a look over here. Before roasting, raw coffee must be freed of any foreign bodies and wrong-coloured or over-fermented beans. In former times, however, there were only mechanical sorting machines that could not recognise colours and also could not sort out foreign bodies if these had the same size or weight as coffee beans. The coffee therefore had to be additionally sorted by hand, which was a typical woman's job. Now you know I can't resist a good boat model. This is really impressive. So prior to 1908, coffee used to have little dregs in the bottom of it. Loose grounds used to collect in the bottom of the coffee pot. And it wasn't until 1937 that the paper filter that we know today, that people use all the time, was invented and came mainstream use. And I don't know any of this. This handy board told me everything. And in fact, I'm going to zoom in here, and if you want to read it, if I get the light out of the way. You can pause the video. Some rather nicely decorated tools here. Here's, excuse me, here's an interesting little factoid for you. 70% of the tea traded in Europe passes through the port of Hamburg. 70%, man! So this is one of the barges they would have used to transport stuff about locally, I would imagine. It's a really interesting museum. If you're ever in the area, come and check it out. It's really good. Just looking out the window here, you can see some of the red brick facade that was used in the construction of the warehouses, and they've all got a very similar look to them, which is kind of interesting. Very little variety, but I suppose if it works and it's efficient, then why not? So yeah, this museum's great. I highly recommend it. Definitely come and check this place out. Okay, so we're out of the museum now, and I think it was this one over. Oh, I'm using the viewfinder, so forgive me if laser finger doesn't work perfectly. I'm pretty sure it was this building over here, and as you can see, all the red brick facades and things like that, and they all look very, very similar. I mean, if we look up here, God, this is difficult with the viewfinder. If we look up here and then over here, you can see a very similar design style, and I'm pretty sure that was on purpose. They wanted everything to look the same, and even after it was bombed by the Allies during World War II, they rebuilt it to pretty much exactly the same specifications, and yeah, so there you go, a lovely view down the bridge for you there. Found one of these padlock bridges here in Hamburg, which is really cool, but then I saw this one, Cartier and Fred, man, you've really got to up your game. Come on now. What is this? What an absolutely stunning view. So everywhere you look, there's something fascinating to see. It's awesome. Right, so we're in the miniature museum now. Having a bit of trouble getting footage here because there's loads of people and they like banging into me and getting in front of the camera, and I'm not feeling my personal space being invaded, man. It's not good. But these miniatures are really quite something. I like how this is like the National Socialism and all that, right? But they haven't got any symbols up. I think that's quite good. It's a good way of doing it. Okay, for once I am going to film all these people, and I'll give you an idea. Well, basically what I'm trying to say with this is don't expect much footage because there's too many people here. They're getting in the way. I can't do much. Obviously they've got the right to be tourists as well. So yeah, I'm just freaking out a little bit. My personal space is being properly invaded. So yeah, the best I think I can do is if you ever come to Hamburg, come and check out the Miniatures Museum, but maybe do it in December when there ain't so many people here.
Julia.
I think you'll agree this is thoroughly impressive. Okay, so we've given up on our hunt for the letters, but we've just seen this, which is pretty cool. I think there's cameras on the front of some of the trains. And on top of the screens over there, Claire has found this awesome place to charge her phone up, which is really good because it was running out of battery and we needed to get home, so there you go. Stumbled into Roller Coaster Tycoon Land. Or what the miniature museum is calling Middle Germany, or Middle Deutschland if we want to be correct about it. It's really impressive, but there are far too many people here for me to be comfortable. It's actually quite draining. I apologise if it's a bit too dark to see anything. I'll throw some photos in. Why have you decided to stop focusing, camera? Sort yourself out, mate. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Who is driving? Horse is driving. I'm going to see if I can get a video of this. There you go. Unicorn. Tried to take photos, but Nikon cameras couldn't fucking focus in an optician's. So, yes. Video it is. And this is all very impressive. I wonder how many LEDs there are in total in this entire display, like the entire museum, if you want to call it that.
Was gehabt, ihr Leute?